The sunk cost effect. There is a moment when the mind stops asking, "Is this still worth it?" and starts asking, "How can I justify what I've already invested?" Time, energy, money, emotion. Once invested, they become difficult to release. This is the sunk cost effect, the psychological tendency to continue something, not because it makes sense, but because stopping feels like admitting loss. 1. When past investment controls the present. The sunk cost effect occurs when previous investments influence current decisions, even when those investments can no longer be recovered. What has been spent is gone, yet the mind treats it as still relevant, not because it affects the future, but because it affects the ego. Letting go feels like failure. 2. Why the brain hates wasted effort. Humans are meaning-making creatures. Effort demands justification. Sacrifice demands reward. When we invest deeply, we want that investment to mean something. Walking away threatens that meaning. So the mind rewrites the question, "How do I make this worth it?" instead of, "Is this still right?" 3. Loss aversion at the core. At the center of the sunk cost effect is loss aversion. Loss feels more painful. Then equivalent gain feels pleasurable. Ending something means facing loss directly. Continuing allows the mind to postpone that discomfort. So persistence feels safer than clarity. 4. The emotional trap of commitment. Commitment is usually praised, but commitment without reassessment becomes entrapment. Relationships continue long after connection fades. Careers persist long after fulfillment disappears. Beliefs remain long after evidence changes. Not because staying is wise, but because leaving feels humiliating. 5. Identity and the fear of starting over. The longer something lasts, the more it becomes identity. I'm the kind of person who doesn't quit. I've come too far. I can't start over now. The sunk cost effect confuses endurance with integrity. But endurance without direction is not strength. 6. Power, institutions, and escalation. The sunk cost effect becomes dangerous. When it scales, projects continue because money has been spent. Policies persist because effort was invested. Systems remain because admitting failure feels costly. Escalation replaces evaluation, and history fills with consequences that no one wanted, but no one stopped. 7. Everyday examples. You see the sunk cost effect when you stay in a situation because you've already endured so much. You defend a decision long after it stopped working. You invest more to avoid admitting the initial mistake. The past holds the present hostage. 8. Awareness as permission to stop. The sunk cost effect weakens when attention shifts forward. Ask, what would I choose if today were the beginning? What advice would I give someone else? What am I trying to protect? Progress or pride? The future does not owe the past loyalty. 9. Redefining responsibility. Responsibility is not staying at all costs. Responsibility is reassessment. Ending something that no longer serves you is not failure. It is alignment. Clarity is not betrayal of past effort. 10. Responsibility beyond regret. The sunk cost effect reveals a quiet truth. The mind confuses consistency with wisdom, but responsibility asks, what choice serves truth now, not justification? This is Ethiax, where psychology meets responsibility, and responsibility begins when past investment no longer dictates future direction.